Hello, boys and girls. This is Mr. K. How are you? I hope you're well. Happy Thursday. I got to tell you, I feel like I could scream here a little bit because, as you can see, my Grizzly Bear picture has really evolved since yesterday, and here's why. I had spent a good 20 minutes filming and recording a video for you all, which shows how the grizzly bear turned into what you see here. And when I went to upload it, I made a mistake and accidentally deleted it. And I'm using my tablet today, and I looked to see if it has a feature of showing deleted items, because my iPhone does that, but no such luck. So I'm going to have to kind of give you the lowdown on how I brought my picture to this particular state. So I think what I did first was we had left off with a kind of a bent shape here on the back leg, and I took my pencil and I widened that shape at the top, and then it kind of tapers and disappears behind this rock. And as you can see, I'm working in Sharpie today. I originally was working in my good old pencil, and you saw me kind of tidying things up with my eraser there. But the next thing I think it did was I took my pencil, and we had a circle here, and I flared out the circle to each side, and I started putting in these little texture lines here with these little hatch marks. Hatch marks are just little lines that go back and forth. It's a way of shading, and sometimes they go all the same direction, sometimes they go in different directions. So my hatch marks today are going in different directions, and the shading in the hatch marks can help you create a thing called texture in your art, which texture is the ability to make an object look as though it would feel a certain way. So for example, on the rock there, my lines hopefully give an indication that that rock is bumpy. So I tried to create a texture of bumpiness and a roughness to the surface. Okay, and then what I started doing was taking my Sharpie, and as you can see, I'm still doing it, and I'm going all over the pencil lines from our previous sketch. And what I did was, on the bear fur, I put little squiggly lines all over the place as well, because I want to give the fur some texture. And if you were to get up close and personal with a bear, no thank you, but I indicated that there are some trained bears that appear in Hollywood movies. And when I was a kid, there was a show called Grizzly Adams, and there was this guy, kind of a pioneer type, Mr. Adams, who was set back in time, and he lived on his own in the wilderness. I don't remember what part of the country, but he lived in the wilderness, up in the woods, and he had a gift with animals. And one of his best friends was a grizzly bear. And the bear's name in the film was Ben. So Ben was a trained grizzly bear, And when Mr. Adams, or Grizzly Adams as he was known, would pet Ben, Ben would enjoy it, and Ben's fur was soft and fluffy. Okay, and I also indicated in the video that I accidentally deleted that my daughter is raising a pup right now, and the pup is a Labradoodle, part lab and part poodle, and she's a cute little thing, and she looks like a little bear. So her fur is soft and fluffy, like I'm trying to make this bear fur soft and fluffy. And I'm just going around with these little hatch marks, trying to give it a feeling of soft bear fur. Okay, and then what I think I did was I took a ruler. Here's my trusty metallic ruler, and I drew a horizon line behind our character, our bear. And one of the last things I did was I turned my page sideways and made that line a little bumpy to give it an indication of perhaps a rocky terrain somewhere behind the creature. Okay, so I guess in a way you guys lucked out because I had a way longer video prepared for you, and I don't know where it is. It's gone, but that's life. You can't always predict what's going to happen in life. But you got to roll with the changes and roll with the punches and just make the best out of what it is happening in your life, and don't get too upset or worried or carried away. Don't obsess over things that can't be changed, and just try to do your best moving forward. So I said to myself, well, in a way, this is a good lesson, because things didn't evolve the way I hoped they would, but I can still make the most of it, and I can still teach you guys, even though I started with a little more of a completed version than I had originally thought. I don't know if I pointed this out, but I just put a little bit of like cast shadow underneath the bear, and this hind leg has some shadow on it because it's kind of hidden, and this front leg here also has a little bit of shadow on it. Okay, so have some fun with this, and we'll get to the mud painting tomorrow. I think it's going to work out well. I'm going to, put a wash of that mud paint on top of this grizzly, and I think it's going to turn out real well. And then I'll probably have maybe some markers and other things available to enhance the piece. Like I said, if you have those things at your disposal, you can use them. If not, go with the flow and do what you can, kiddos. Okay, so I'll sign this piece tomorrow. I hope I remember. I haven't been remembering lately to sign the pieces, so I want you guys to remember that and do that. Many of you still do, which is awesome. Okay, so there's your abbreviated lesson. I think you kiddos are smart enough, though, to know what to do. So we'll meet and we'll talk some more tomorrow. And as always, I wish you the best. I hope you're safe and happy and healthy, and do something nice for somebody today, okay? Perform some kind of random act of kindness. You'll make somebody's day. You will. The person for whom the kind act is directed will enjoy it, and you will feel good because you will have made that person's day a little bit brighter and a little more special. Okay, boys and girls, happy drawing. Till we meet again, this is Mr. K, your art teacher, wishing you a great day. Bye-bye.